Good morning, everybody. It is June 9th, 2026. She is a warm one to start the morning. It's going to be warm throughout the day. Not at all excited for any of this. I bet on the basketball game last night, NBA Finals, Game 3. I bet on the Spurs to win. I put $19.50 down because I thought it was going to charge me an extra 50 cents, and it didn't. So, put that down on it. I won $39.50 because they won. Thank God. I would have been out 20 bucks. DraftKings only lets you put in a minimum of $20, which sucks, but whatever. I had a feeling Spurs were going into New York, Madison Square Garden, and the Knicks were up 2-0. And I'm like, Spurs ain't going to take it. You know, they're coming back. They're going to kick some ass. Spread wasn't very far, I can tell you that, but I think it was a tight game. I think it was 115 to 111 maybe. So I was very pleased that I won. Let's talk about how warm it's going to be. 75 right now is what my car says. I think it's going to be in the 90s today. Yesterday it was so muggy until it rained, and then it rained for probably a couple hours. I would say we got 1.5 inches of rain. It came down pretty good there for a while, and we needed it. I can't deny that we didn't need the rain. We probably need a little bit more. Severe stuff on Thursday. I'm keeping my eye on it. You guys know me. If I have to use some FMLA to take it off, I will. I don't like severe weather. 36 years old, and I guess that's what I'm afraid of. I don't like severe weather. I don't like heights. I don't like being in a tight room with no windows or anything. I don't like large crowds. Yeah, that'd probably be about it. I don't like when my body feels weird. Kayla tells me that all the time. Anytime your body feels weird about something, your anxiety goes through the roof. It does. I agree. What's making it do this? Like, what the hell? Stop. So, yeah. We had her cousin's kids over yesterday. I did come home for lunch, and I had a very unhealthy peanut butter and jelly sandwich, a bowl of cottage cheese, and 2 chocolate chip cookies. That is what lunch was, with, I don't know if I had a 7-Up or a water. I feel like I had a water when I was eating that. Yeah, because I finished off the 7-Up yesterday morning. So I did all that, and then I get back to work. And it's probably half an hour, 45 minutes of me being at work. I'm just sitting there in my chair in my office. I turned the fan on a little bit, you know. It was getting a little warmer in there. Super cold in the morning, and then it just got warmer after lunch. Not that I don't have AC in my office, I do. But I have a fan behind me. It's nice to turn on every once in a while, get a little air moving. And my back, you know, it started heating up. Like, for no reason. Like, my back is just... If I put my hand on my back and my hand was ice cold, God, that would have been heaven. But I'm sitting there thinking, like, what the hell's going on with my back? Like, why is this happening? You know, and sometimes if I eat and I just sit down for a while, I'll get warm. I do. Like, if I'm ever freezing to death, just eat and sit down, Lucas. You'll be all right. It's a chubby thing. I'm thinking it's a chubby thing. You know, it's happened when I'm chubby. And I'm not always chubby. That's how I know. So, of course, anxiety's kicking in. There goes Lucas. What's he gonna do? He's got to get his mind off anxiety. He calls Kayla, comes out to his car, just looks in his car just to get out of the office. Goes inside. Okay, there's something in the shop I can sweep up. Good. He goes in his office, grabs his broom, starts sweeping. I'm talking like I'm in third person. I'm talking about myself. Doing that. Anything I can do to keep my mind off of it. Just keep moving around. Do something. And I think that's why my doctor has told me multiple times, you need to exercise. Not exercise to really lose weight or anything, but exercise to keep your mind off something. Because as long as you're focusing on something else, you're doing okay. And I forget about it. I really do. It took a couple hours, and then I was zoned back in. No problem of being there. I don't know if it's something I do to eat. I'm not diabetic or anything, so eating what I ate shouldn't have hurt me. I don't know. Then we came home, and for supper, Kayla boiled some hot dogs because she said she wanted to do that with the kids there, and she made some macaroni and cheese. Of course, we didn't have anything green with it, which is probably the most unhealthy thing we can do. This is the first time ever that she's boiled hot dogs and I put it on a bun. Like, I've never done that. Usually it's grilled and it goes on the bun. I got this toaster thing I can put it in, and I'll put it on a bun and eat it like that. But boiled hot dogs, I usually, cut them up and eat them with a fork. Well, that didn't happen. And it really wasn't a bad experience. Boiled hot dog on a bun, a little ketchup. That's how you gotta do it. I'm not a crazy person. I don't put mustard on hot dogs. That's stupid. The macaroni and cheese was pretty good. Drank some water with it. And I just sat there in the recliner, hanging out with the kids. I got up to brush Tristan's teeth. I do that every night, and then I carry him into the bedroom so Kayla can dress him. She gets the diaper on, and he runs away. So Lucas puts the pants on him and puts the shirt on him, which is fine. It's easy. He knows to come to me to do it, so I don't mind doing that. And then eventually they left. Mom came. She hung out for a while. Not my mom, but their mom. And they eventually snuck out the door. It's tough to get out of our house. Tristan's running around chasing everybody with a baseball bat. And yeah, they left. Neighbor came across the street. I bought some sports cards off of him on Whatnot. Free delivery. So that's really nice. I like that. And I don't know. After that, once Kayla got her shower, we sat in there for a few minutes, and I'm like, I gotta go sit down. I've had a fucking day. I cleaned the game room enough to where I could see the TV, and shit wasn't everywhere, because shit's still everywhere in there. I just got a lot of totes. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all the totes. We're gonna try to go through everything one by one and maybe sell some stuff off that I have, and I want to put that in the fund to fucking move. Like, I don't have a lot of money to put a down payment down. We have enough money to put a down payment down, but none of that stuff's gonna be enough money to put a down payment down, is what I'm trying to say. Maybe buy a few things that we need, because when we move, I'm not taking the washer or dryer. They can stay here. The refrigerator's staying here. The oven's staying here. So, or the stove. I don't know, do you call it an oven or you call it a stove? Is the oven part of the stove? Is the stove just the top? What the hell? You call it a range. So when we do move, those things aren't coming. So maybe the money I make off this stuff, if I make anything, and we're just gonna post it on Facebook Marketplace and then the local groups. I'm not shipping nothing. Everything's too heavy, and I'd be shipping for days. Gonna do that. And yeah, I sat in the room. I've said it in the past, I like watching haircut videos. Like, if you guys have never watched haircut videos on YouTube, just type in, I don't know, Haircut Harry's a big one I watch. He's probably most well known, but there's ASMR people out there that, do more than haircuts. They just, it's quiet, it sounds. Haircuts, I just like the scissor sound. Arthur Rubinoff, I watch him a lot. He's out of Florida now, but he still has a shop in New York. I just like that stuff. I like calming at nighttime. Like, I was watching it just on the TV, and I could just hear from the other room, "Mommy, mommy, mommy," standing at the gate because he wanted through to come see me. And I'm like, I'm getting the fucking PlayStation headset. I put the headset on, I turned the PlayStation on, zen. And then I turn it on YouTube, and I'm just sitting there. And if I can find a good video, I can just sit there and close my eyes and just take it all in, because I only stay up till 9:15, and it's time to go to bed. And that's how I did it. So that was my day yesterday. I gotta get to go to work. Get to go into work, because it's, I mean, I don't know. I still don't need to punch in for 20 more minutes, but oh well. I like to be there. Know that I'm there, so it's easy as get on the computer and punch in. See you later, house. I miss you. I don't stay enough here. I don't know why I took my hat off. I guess because it's warm. This is Lucas's poor hair. I have my grandpa's hair. My grandpa Pollard, mom's dad. It's just super, I'm not going bald, but it's fine. It's very fine over the years. Like right here, this little patch right there. Like I could literally comb that little patch down. But, I mean, I don't have a bald spot or nothing. And I've always really liked whenever they cut my hair to just zero on the sides, no guard at all. Like I like that all the way to the top, because I'm somebody who likes to do this with my hair, just to, it does more to the side, but I want it back to the side whenever I do that. And I used to put a lot of like product in it when I was well, not when I was growing up, but when I worked at the school as a custodian. I got a lot of the Beard Man stuff. I think it's called Beard Man. I don't know what it was called. But, you know, stuff to put in your beard. Well, I'd start putting drops of it in my hand, moving around in my hand, and I'd go like this to my hair, and it was perfect. But I think it was making my hair fall out. So I stopped doing that, but like, if you wanted control in your hair, that's what I did. And it did it. Like, it didn't make it stiff or nothing. It was just loose, and it sat how I wanted to sit, like it was nice. I don't know, that's just how I like my hair. There's a U-Haul down there. I need a U-Haul. I need to move. I'm gonna go buy the house that I'm potentially, I like, but God, it's expensive. I wanted this house over here a long time ago, because I know it has everything I want. But we didn't get it. Now it kind of looks like trash. Whoever bought it really fucked it up. Well, that's usually how it goes. Usually how it goes. I'm thinking I'm gonna see old Mike the haircut guy on Saturday. This is my Saturday off, and I can get there super early in the morning. That's what I like to do. Look good. Kayla's birthday's on Monday. Who knows what she's getting? I don't know. I don't even know if I bought her anything. So when she watches this video, I hope she likes that, because I know she's sneaking and watching the videos when I'm not around. So I'd love to move. There is a house in Whitehall, because I'm from Root House, so Whitehall was right next to it, 3 miles away down the road. There's a house in Whitehall that they just listed yesterday. 4 bedrooms, 1 bath, has a basement, has a detached garage, $135,000. Like, are you kidding me? Like, how come I cannot get that anywhere? Like, I hate that I can't get that up here. God, there's the shitty house that I don't want. This is the house that I do want. It don't look bad, but God, it's expensive. And it's not a bad area, because I mean, I used to work at that church over there. I'm thinking about going to get a donut this morning. What do you guys think? Better put my hat on. Hat on for safety purposes, getting a donut. I don't think I want any chips though. I can do without them. Do I need the donut? No. But we're a hell of a lot closer to Casey's right now than we were leaving our house. It's literally a right turn around this curve and we're there. I can see the back of the house over there. So I knew kind of where it was just by looking at Google Maps and stuff, and it's not bad. it's expensive. We can do it, but money will be super tight. And that's why I'm kind of against doing it. Just because of that. I like to have money left over. But I know deep down, I really don't want to stay where I'm at because the house is so... It's a 3-bedroom, 1 bath, but where the bathroom is right on the kitchen. I'm telling you, I can sit and eat breakfast, and I'm 5 feet away from somebody using the can if they were in there using the can. I hate that. That's the biggest thing I hate about it. And then it's just 1,000 square feet. Like it's so small. And I've lived there. Living by myself, it was huge. I don't live by myself anymore. No donut. Snickers. Donuts weren't out yet. So their donut maker quit. Which sucks. But whatever. You know me, we're just driving around. Just driving around. Hate the fact. See, I got to this side of town at 74. It got cooler. How'd that happen? Alright, we're going to venture through the area Lucas doesn't go too often. Been going to it more, I guess. Now that I have you guys with me. Fucking bumpier than bumpy. This is a trailer park behind Casey's. So they got speed bumps through here, and I've never lived in a trailer. I will never live in a trailer. I will never live in another apartment in my lifetime. It's not happening. And hope to God I never lose a job and can't find a job in time before I have to move back in with my mother. Like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to move in with Kayla's mom either. So, God, I got this good scratch right here. Right under the knee. That's Ron's house. He used to work at Ron to school. Not a huge fan. But I recognize his automobile. Lake. Big lake. Whoosh. That was a Long Duck Dong on 16 Candles. God, I couldn't think of the name of it. Around, making a turn. I know where we're at now. It just takes me a minute to figure out where I'm at. I don't know, I'm all itchy. Go in, you get a Snickers at Casey's, you become all itchy. Oh, Jerry Stone's house. Said Jerry Stone just the other day. I know where we're at. Jerry Stone's actually a woman. You wouldn't think that. 6:30 in the morning on a Tuesday. Give it up on a Tuesday. See, now we're in the decent houses area. But of course, none of these fucking houses are ever for sale. Because I think they would be cheaper than the house that I'm looking at. Oh, the lady's got the garage door open. That always sits in the garage. Not looking. This wouldn't be a bad house. I understand why she does it, because they're right on the main drag, but I don't want to live on the main drag. I didn't know what that truck was doing, so I'd wait for him. Kind of hard to see the turn signal this morning. I think it's supposed to rain again today, and that's my life these days. It rains every day. And it's hot. Rains and it's hot. Daycare right there. Auburn Child Care just closed down all of a sudden. Literally, they put a post out. They said tomorrow's going to be the last day. Like, wow. Out of nowhere. Couldn't even give anybody 2 weeks notice. Everybody was struggling on Facebook groups to try to find more child care for their kids. It's kind of crazy. But I have a stay-at-home babysitter. And I pay her handsomely. Alright, folks. You guys know it's not always about you, Lucas, but most of the time it is. We will catch you guys on the next one. Have a good Tuesday. Eat some tacos tonight. We'll see ya.